Hey guys, welcome back. Seniors kind of hitting some of our last bits of material, so this is pretty exciting. So why don't you take a second and try the warm up? I'll maybe do the first one if you forgot what the power rule was. So the power rule is a quicker way to find a derivative. So all we were doing was just taking the 5, moving it to the front. So it becomes 5 times negative 2, and then we drop it a power, okay? And then any non-exponent is always 0. So this turns into 0. So my final answer is just 10, negative 10x to the 4th. And that's f prime of x. So that's how you write a derivative. Equals, sorry about that. I'll maybe just circle this piece right here. Okay. I'm going to pause it, try and do the next 4 or 3. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Using the power rule, I'm going to slide this in front. So it's going to turn into 6x to the first power. Use the power rule, slide it in front. Let's look at that one. It becomes 1 times x to the 0, and this always turns into 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So it ends up being 6x plus 1, and remember that's f prime of x. We're finding the derivative. Okay. Number 3, not a lot going on here. There's no power to take care of, so this is just 0. So f prime of x equals 0. Okay. And then this one, it's to the first power. So if you move it in front, you get 1 times 7x to the 0, which is 7 times 1. Any constant turns into 0. So f prime of x equals 7. Okay, so that's pull that back a little bit. That's just a quick review of it. We're going to get into a couple more complicated problems here, and then we're going to use the derivative to find a specific value at a given x value. Okay, before we do that, we're going to get to this. So there's a couple interesting things here. Obviously, there's a fraction and there's a negative exponent. So there's a couple things that we need to talk about here. Okay, so if we use the power rule, pull it in front, I get 4. I'm going to write it as a fraction times 3 over 4, and then x to the third. Okay, 3 is going to come in front, so minus 3 times 5x squared. You got to be careful here, okay? So if I'm on a number line, let's do a number line, and I'm at negative 2, and I drop it, okay, and make it smaller, and that's what I'm doing, I'm going this way. So it's actually going to become negative third. So when I move this up, it's plus negative 2 times 3, and then it gets smaller because that's what's happening to the other ones. So it's going to go to negative 3, okay? 4's cancel, so I get f prime of x equals 3x to the third minus 15x squared minus 6x to the negative third power. So the negative exponent added obviously a little twist to that, okay? All right, let's take a look at this next one, okay? Got a couple strange things going on here, okay? So why don't we rewrite this thing, okay? So I've got 5x to the 5 halves minus x plus 2, and I'm going to rewrite this square root x is x to the 1/2, okay? So now what happens here? We pull this in front, so it becomes 5 halves times 5. And you got to be careful here because you're basically going, where can we do this? Maybe we'll do it above. You're taking 5 halves and you're dropping it by 1. So 5 halves minus 1 is the same thing as 5 halves minus 2 over 2. You guys have calculators, which is 3 halves. Okay, so when I drop 5 halves by 1, it turns into 3 halves. Okay, x to the first power is just going to turn into 1 times x to the 0 power. The 1/2 is going to slide in front, so 1/2 times 2, and then we got to do the same thing. We got to take this 1/2 and drop it by 1, so what's 1/2 minus 2 over 2? It ends up being, it's a minus, it ends up being negative 1/2. So this turns into x to the negative 1/2 power. So this suddenly got way harder, okay? So what's left on top? 25 over 2x to the 3 over 2 power. And again, this is f prime of x, the derivative. Negative 1 times x to the 0 is the same thing as negative 1 times a 1. The 1/2 of 2 cancels, so it just turns into x to the negative 1/2 power. So this is obviously a little more messy of a problem. Okay? All right. Now we're going to kind of apply it a little bit. Okay? And if you look over here, let's just take a peek and then we'll go up and do it. So it says, remember, the derivative gives a formula to find the slope of the tangent line at any given x value, aka the instantaneous rate of change. Okay, so if we want to find the slope of the tangent of a function at x equals 2, then I would take the derivative and plug 2 and then plug in 2. The answer would give me the slope of the tangent at x equals 2. So that's a wordy description of what we're doing. Let's kind of mathematically do it, okay? So for number 7, I'll give you some directions up here. We're going to do two things. We're going to find the derivative, so f prime of x, which we've been working on, and then we're going to plug in negative 1. If you want like the just most basic, what are we doing here? Well, that's what we're doing, okay? So, sorry about that. F prime of x, the 3 is going to come in front, times 2 is 6x squared. The 2 is going to come in front and drop it. This next one is just going to be negative 4, and then this is going to be turned into 0, okay? So that's my derivative, okay? And now the next thing I want to do now is actually plug in a value, and we want to plug in negative 1 into that derivative. So 6 times negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1, it's a parentheses, that's a 2 minus 4. So let's see what happens. Negative 1 squared is 1, so it turns into 6. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 minus 4, so it ends up being 6 minus 6. F prime of negative 1 equals 0. That's my, really, I have two answers here. I have what's the derivative, I'll put a box around it, and then what's the value at of x, or what's the value of y, or the function when x is equal to negative 1 in the derivative, okay? Let's try it again, just so you kind of get used to it. So I'm going to pull the 2 in front, so 2 times 6 is 12x to the first power. Again, this is the derivative, okay? X to the first power is just going to turn into minus 8. This is going to turn into 0, okay? So this is my derivative. And then I just plug in f prime of 2 equals 12. It's 12 to the x to the first power, so just plug the 2 in. Subtract 8, you get 24 minus 8, so f prime of 2 equals 16. So, not so bad. You're kind of doing a little bit of calculus. This is pretty exciting. Okay. All right, so let's switch over to the other worksheet. Okay, it says, find the slope of the line tangent to the graph of each function at the given information. It's the same thing we were just doing. So why don't you take a second and try number 9. So I'm going to pause it. Please pause yours. You got to find the same thing. You're going to find the derivative and then plug in the value. So once you got your answer, play it and see how I did it. Okay, I'm back. So let's check yours to mine. Okay. When you took your derivative, pull the 4 in front, so it's 12x to the third. Pull the 2 in front, so it's minus 4x. The negative 8 turns into 0, okay? So that's your derivative to find the value of the derivative at 4. It's going to be 12 times 4 to the third minus 4 times 4. Just plug that in your calculator. F prime of 4 ends up being 752. Okay? So it's just find the slope, and actually that is the slope. So your slope is 752. M represents slope from your algebra days. You can pause that and take a look at that. What I want you to do is do the same thing now. Pause it, try number 10. I'm going to pause mine, come back, see if we agree. Okay, so let's check your derivative. F prime of x. Pull the 3 in front, so it turns into 9x squared. Pull the 2 in front, times it by 2, so it becomes 4x. The 10 cancels itself out. So there's your derivative. F prime of negative 2 equals 9 times negative 2 squared plus 4 times negative 2. So we get 36 minus 8, which is 28. So F prime of negative 2 equals 28. So we're going to say my slope is 28. Okay? Nothing crazy, all right? Let's keep hammering this idea. So it says, find the slope of the tangent line at the given points. Okay, so a couple things. Don't get too crazy about this. We don't really care about the y. So all we're worried about, all we pull out of that point is the x value, and we're really right back to where we were before. So what are we going to do first? We're going to find the derivative. So it's going to be 18x squared, pull the 1 in front, plus 2, and then this negative 4 is going to cancel. So there's my derivative. And again, we're just trying to find it at 1. So F prime of 1 equals 18 times 1 squared plus 2, which is 18 plus 2. So F prime of 1 equals 20. And it wants a slope. My slope at that exact location is 20. Okay? Cool. You guys try 12. I'll leave that right here. Pause yours, try 12, see what you get. It's our last problem. Hey, I'm back. F prime of x equals, pull the 2 in front, so it turns into negative 2x plus 14. The 3 cancels. All we pull out of the equation is the 7. So F prime of 7 equals negative 2 times 7 plus 14. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. So F prime of 7 equals 0. So that means my slope is 0. M equals 0. So not bad, but kind of getting our way into a little bit of calculus. Exciting. I don't know, exciting for me, maybe not for you guys. But we'll try the homework tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great day.